Hello, hello. Hi, Carol. Hi, Karen. It's so good to see the two of you. Awesome. It is Monday Night Stamping here with Kristina Reese. And those of you watching on the replay, if this is your first time to find me, thank you so much for joining. Tonight, I have a very special tutorial, whatever you want to call it, tricks using the reversible stamps by Stampin' Up. So this is a kind of stamp that it's a category of stamps that Stampin' Up sells. And a lot of people are like, whatever. But I've got 3 different ways you can use these stamps. And I think you're really going to enjoy it. So, yeah. Innovative ways to use reversible stamps. What else did I want to say? Oh, okay. Let me switch cameras real quick. Yeah. Don't forget, we are in celebration right now. So if you are new to Stampin' Up, this is their big sale promotion time where you shop, and when you spend $50, you can pick anything for free in this brochure. And I mean, this is nice stuff. Stamp sets, entire paper packs. But the big deal that's going on right now that everybody's talking about, and that is the joining special. So every once in a while, Stampin' Up has a really great joining special. And right now they do for $99. And what they're showcasing here is this glass mat. It's a glass mat studio. It comes with not only the beautiful glass mat with the grid, but it also has the cloth that cleans your stamps, cleans this glass board, cleans anything. And then also the silicone for watercoloring and all kinds of goodies that you can do with that. So there's lots of cool stuff. Great thing. You get this for free when you join, plus all the product, the $125 worth of product. You don't have to get the glass mat when you join, though. You could opt out to get $30 additional in free product if you'd rather. But anyways, I just wanted to mention that because I don't want you to miss out. Best deal in town. Okay, so like I said, we are doing reversible stamps. So let me pull out the reversible stamps. This is called Planted Paradise. And if you'll notice on the stamp set, it's got an image, but then it's got like this grayed out area. Well, that's the back of the stamp. Okay. So these stamps are designed so that you can stamp with the front of it and the back of it. Okay. So cool. Now, most of the time you just use the back to color in the image, but I've got some different ideas that you can do with these reversible stamps. So I'm really excited to show you guys that. All right, let's see who's in the house. So we had Carol and Karen, but now we've also got Kay and Nicole, Chris, Melanie. We've got Clara, Melissa, Sherry, Anna, Susan, Melanie, Renee, Hope, Nancy, Tony. You guys are so awesome. Thank you. Yes, it's cold all over the world today. Okay, maybe not the world. I know Australia, they're having the summertime right now, but we are freezing. I took the kittens outside today to let them experience snow, and Calamity was all in it, and she didn't want to come back inside, but Weston, he was not having any of it. He didn't know what to do. He kept running into the corner where the fence is, and he was like getting all confused. And finally he calmed down. We said, "Come here, Weston." He came to us and we picked him up and brought him back inside. He's so funny. But yeah, so it was the kitten's first experience with snow today. And Texas rarely gets snow. I mean, the Panhandle does. Amarillo, that area does. But down here in Dallas area, we usually get ice. So we were thrilled to have snow this morning, and all the kids were out playing, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Okay, so this is the stamp set we're playing with. And let me see, what are we going to do first? So there's 3 things I'm going to do. I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm looking at my notes. Sorry. I'm going to show you how to get some depth by doing some thumping with a right marker. Okay. I'm going to also show you how to make a really cool subtle background by doing stamping off twice. And the third thing I'm going to do is show you how you can use these reverse stamps to make like a glazed finish on these pots with the clear embossing powder. So really cool techniques I'm going to show you. And then we're going to put a card together after I show you the techniques. Oh, Melanie has the stamp set. I mean, not Melanie. I'm sorry, Nicole. Nicole says she needs to play with this. Well, Nicole, I'm going to give you some great ideas today. All right, let's get some paper out. The first technique I'm going to show you is the making, kind of giving some depth to our leaves in this case. And I'm going to be using Parakeet Party. Okay. And I've got it. Now, like I said, this stamp is reversible. Okay. So it's the same where you stamp it on the front. It's the same on the back. It's the same size. Okay. They don't have like an edge or anything to it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So I want to make sure I've actually got the top, okay, going. So I want the top. There we go. And first we're going to just stamp it. Whoops. Okay, I got too much ink on there. Wow. Ink everywhere. Okay. Let's try that again. Stamp, stamp, stamp. There we go. And then come down here. All right, so we have the leaf. Now, let me zoom in a little bit so you can see better. All right, now, let me clean off my stamp. Okay. And this is what we're going to do to make this have a little bit more dimension, a little bit more depth. We're going to turn the stamp over. And I found when you put it on the glass mat, it sticks to the glass mat like a acrylic block. So let me get some paper here, scrap paper. I'm going to need it anyways because I've got to stamp off. There we go. And make sure I've got the correct side. Yeah, so that's down. So I want to put the side that has the grooves to make those lines attached to the block. So I have my stamp on upside down. Okay. Now I'm going to put it in the ink, but I'm going to stamp off. Okay. All right. So I got a lot of the ink off. Now I'm going to take a marker and I'm going to thump. Okay. Now I'm not going to flick. A lot of people, you're familiar with flicking where you flick the ink out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take, if I can, y'all can't see through my hand. Oh God, I don't know if I can do this. Okay. Nope. I am going to figure this out, people. There we go. And I'm going to kind of hold, you know what? If I zoomed out, that might help. There we go. All right. So I'm going to hold it back here and I'm going to lift it up and I'm just going to thump. Okay. Now I'm coming to my stamp here. Okay. And voila. Okay, so now I got to zoom in so you can see it better. So I have it filled it in. It's not white anymore where the grooves are because I had the ink on there. But then the thumping kind of gives it a little bit more something to it. So that's a fun technique to use. And then we'll cut these out and we'll use these on the card. All right, so that was the first technique. And that is just turning the stamp over, stamping off so it's not, because if you stamp it in the same amount of saturation, all you can do is fill in those lines right here and you won't see those lines. So you have to stamp off so you don't get so much ink on there. But then you take your pen and you thump it on there and it kind of makes some like little lines. I tried brushing the lines on and that was okay. But yeah, I really like the thumping technique better. All right, so that's one way to do it. All right, next thing we're going to do is this time we're going to create a background. So I need my background piece. Here's my background piece. All right, and now what I've done is I have taken 3 little leaves and these are upside down on the block. Okay, so this is the back of the stamp that's going to be stamping. Okay, I'm going to switch colors. I'm going to go to gray granite. There we go. And, oh, I need my stamp off thing again. Okay. Actually, let's put this here. There we go. I feel better with that there. All right. And put this stamp away. Now, I just kind of put those on the block. And then we stamp off once. And then we're going to stamp it off again. Okay. And now we're going to go and stamp it on our background. Okay. So it's really light, but it's a nice solid shape. Let me do it again. So you ink it up, you stamp off again, and then stamp for your background. All right, so I've already finished this. Where is my, there it is. So I've already finished it. So this is what it looks like when you're all done. Okay, that's our background. So that was the second way you can use these reversible stamps, is making kind of an abstract background. All right, and put that to the side. Now, the next part you are going to absolutely love. Oh my gosh, I think this is my favorite part. All right, let me turn this over. It's very distracting. All right, maybe I'll just get another piece. There we go. All right, well, my scrap paper, as you can tell. Okay, need to zoom out again. There we go. That helps. Put that away. All right, so I have two pots. I have the pot with the flowers, and I have the pot with that looks like a traditional terracotta planter. Okay, and we're going to get out our copper clay, and we're going to come in here, and we're going to ink up our stamp. Okay. And there's our pot. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to use Versamark ink and clear embossing powder, and I'm going to make it look like it has a glaze, like this, you know, how they do pottery, and they put it in the kiln and they make it all shiny. Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, so let me pull out my Versamark here, and let me turn my stamp over. Okay. Because I don't want those little flowers there. Yeah. Okay, now you want to line that up. There we go. And it's okay if you get it off a little bit because it's clear, so you can't really. It's just clear shiny. Like right now, you can't really tell what's happening. Close that up. And then this is clear embossing powder. And it comes in our white and black pack. So it comes white, black, and clear pack. Okay. Yep. And then take this and just put this right back in the jar. Lid back on. Okay, y'all ready for the magic? Y'all ready for the magic? Let me get my notes out of the way so I can get to my heat gun. I love having my heat gun over here now. Okay, this is kind of loud, so watch out. There we go. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this in the film, but as soon as it starts to melt, can you see it melting? Oh, yeah, you can see it melting. Whoops, it's kind of crinkling on me. There it goes. Yay. Cool it off a bit. Okay, and then can you see it kind of, yeah, glossy? It's all glossy now. So cool. Here, let me restamp it so you can see what it looked like originally. Let's see, I need to clean off the, there we go. Get the copper clay out. Okay. All right. Now, they kind of look the same there, but when you reflect it in the light, yeah, you can see the shimmer of the gloss. It's really pretty. I'm so sorry that film just doesn't do what you see in real life, though. I really wish you could see how glossy and shiny it really is. I mean, you can kind of tell in the picture, but okay. I mean, in the film, but anyways. All right. So those were my 3 techniques. I'm going to take these 3 techniques now, and I'm going to create a card. But before I do that, I want to make sure I haven't missed anyone's questions. Remember, put a question mark in front of a question so I can find it, because I got to scroll through like hundreds of comments here. Okay, maybe not hundreds, but there are a lot of comments. Y'all are so awesome. Hello, hello, hello. Y'all talking to each other. Dana said, zoom out a little, please. Yes, yes, yes. From freezing Wisconsin. Well, hello from freezing Texas. I know y'all are really freezing. Y'all are like sub-zero. It's like ridiculously. We're just 10 degrees. But for us, that's really cold. All right. Got all this. And let's move this out of the way. All right, so I'm going to start with, so I was working with that gray granite ink. So I decided to go with the gray granite cardstock. All right, so here's my gray granite cardstock. Let's fold this. There we go. Okay, then here is my background that I did. And remember, all I did was take the 3 stamps upside down and I stamped off. So I got a nice light tone in the back there. Okay, and I need some adhesive. Where is my tape runner? Okay, well, I guess I'll use glue. I know it's probably right in front of me. I know. Actually, here it is. Okay, I knew I had it. Switch back to it. It's -5 in Colorado. What part of Colorado are you in? Because I know some parts of Colorado are probably colder than others. There we go. So that looks nice. Now let's put this. So all I did here, I have the deckled rectangles to give it a little texture. Okay, can you see that? The deckled edge. And I cut out with the second largest frame. And then I just cut the white just a 1/4 inch shorter on both sides. So 1/8 of an inch would show all the way around. Okay, so that's all I did there. I'll give out my dimensionals. There we go. Northern Colorado. So way up by, help me out, Montana. Yeah. Okay, dimensionals, get off of me. There we go. All right, so far, so good. So pretty. All right, now, here are the pots. Okay, so I have the 2 pots. And I made 3 of these leaves with the thumping. Okay. Now, I did the same thing in this other pot. I'm using the aloe vera leaves. And I did some black on it. Oh, I know you can't see it at all. Let me zoom in. I zoom in, then I can't see working, but you can see where I did the black on there, like that, like I did the green on there. Okay. Oh, it's too far. Okay, and I have a whole bunch of these. Hold on, I gotta dig them all out of my pile here. All right. All right, so I have 5 of those. I've got that. So we have a little aloe vera plant. And I'm not sure what leaf that is. I also did something. I took the flowers right here. I stamped in Misty Moonlight, where I stamped the pot in Misty Moonlight. And then I cut 3 of the little flowers out. So I'm going to be putting those flowers on there. And what else do I need? Oh, and my sentiment. So I took Misty Moonlight cardstock and I stamped a note of thanks. And if you want to know where that came from, that is from Sending Smiles. Okay, so a note of thanks right there. I love this. I like how simple these phrases, the text, it's just nice block capital letters. And of course it can go with this beautiful script sending. This is a great stamp set and it comes with all the pieces and stuff too. But anyways, a note of thanks. So we've got all that. What else do we need? We're going to use some twine and we're going to use some sequins. So let me see, something is sticking here. Oh, there it is. It's a glue dot. All right. First thing I want to do is put my leaves in my planter. So let me get some glue here. And we're just going to put a daub of glue on each leaf tip there. Okay. And we'll just start on this side. And now remember, I wasn't thinking very well earlier, but leaves can't come out of the side of the pot. And so at first I had the leaf coming out over here and I was like, there's something wrong with this picture. I was like, oh yeah, a leaf can't come out that side. All right, so we've got that one on. Then we'll put the center one here. Okay. And then finally, we'll put this one back here. Yeah. Okay. So there's our leaves coming out of that pot. And we're just going to glue this on, no dimension. Okay. Come here. We're going to come over here and we're going to put that kind of to the top, but kind of in the center. All right, that looks good. Yay. Now, our next one has the aloe vera leaves. So let me put a little glue on the bottom of each one of those. Oh, my fingers have glue on them. They're sticky. Would you hate that? All righty. And remember, the way I made this was I stamped it, then I turned the stamp over. And, well, I didn't do a light green in here. I left those white, but I put the black in there. This one, I turned it over and did a lighter shade, and then I did the old olive. So it's Parakeet Party with old olive. This is Garden Green with black. And let's see, how am I putting this on here? So I want to put, okay, I need tweezers. I just need tweezers here. Looking over here at my example, and I'm going to do this one here. Come on. Yeah. And then that one there. And this one I'm going to make taller. Come on. Actually, oh, come back here. I want these in here. So I want this one on the far edge. And then this one. Oh, and then we'll put that center one there. Okay, now this one we'll put up on dimensionals. Yay. Put my little aloe vera leaves in there. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So let's turn that over and get some dimensionals. Just had them. Come, some little dimensionals. There you are. How we doing, everyone? Everybody good? She has tons of aloe in the yard. Melanie, where do you live? Is the aloe alive during this freeze? We have all our palm tree bottoms covered in blankets right now. That's really the only thing we worry about. We've lost one palm tree already. No, I'm sorry. We lost two. We lost two palm trees in the last couple, during a Snowmageddon. Well, how many years? That was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 3 years ago. Where everybody lost their electricity. Yeah, we lost our palm trees. Okay, there we go. So our nice plants are on here. Now, I'm going to put note of thanks across the jar, but I want my linen thread. Here it is, linen thread. And I'm just going to do a big bow. That's one of my favorite ways to do it. Instead of trying to do anything fancy, just put a big bow back behind the sentiment. Yeah. There we go. And get a glue dot. Glue dots. I've actually almost used up all of my paper pumpkin glue dots. I can't believe it. I've had papers and papers of paper pumpkin glue dots, and I'm finally running out. All right, so now how do I want this to look? Hold on. Yeah. There we go. That looks good. Okay, well, maybe that one needs to be a little shorter. Okay. And this one, let's just put some glue on there. That'll do work. Okay. And that is just going to go right across the bottom of the pot there, like that. And almost done. We just have these little baby flowers here. So You definitely need mini dimensionals or cut mini dimensionals. I don't know, one or the other. I'm going to use mini dimensionals. If you don't have mini dimensionals, just do somehow get them elevated. Like I said, you can cut a regular size dimensional down. These are just going to fit. Cool. Okay. And then we want to put these on this plant over here. So I'll put one there. And I know, I have no idea what kind of flowers this plant actually has, but here we go. And put one there and one more. And then some sequins. And then we'll be done. They'll be all beautiful. There we go. Okay. Now, and then I'll go over what I did one more time with you guys. So where are my sequins? These are the neutral sequins. If you don't have these are awesome because they have silver over here or gray. And that went great with the gray background. So I'm going to let's get a large one and put it here and a couple of small ones. Whoops, come here. There we go. One more small one down here. Whoops, see, that's not gluing. You know why? Because it's on that shiny surface. Hold on. We're going to have to use regular tape. Let's get some glue dots. Some regular glue. Okay. One more. Yeah, so when you have clear embossing stuff, it's so slick. Sometimes glue won't stay stuck to it. You know, it'll dry and then it'll just pop right off. So you may have to use adhesive tape of some kind or a glue dot. There we go. We are done. All right, one more time. Let me explain what I did. So the first thing I did is I took our reversible stamps and I stamped it the correct way. Then I flipped it over and I stamped off. And then I flicked it or I thumped it. I thumped it with the pen like that. And so I got that kind of dimension there. All right. And I did that with the aloe vera also. The next thing I showed you to do was making a background. And so I took these three little leaves, and I put them on the stamp upside down, backwards, you know, so that the back was showing. So it made these solid images. And I stamped off twice, so it made a very light background. Okay, so that's the second thing you can do with reversible stamps. And then the third thing I did with reversible stamps, I took our pot, okay, both of the pots. First, I stamped them in the color. Then I flipped it over and I stamped in the Versamark ink and put clear embossing powder and heat embossed it. And that is how I created this card. So I hope you all enjoyed these tips and tricks and this card. And don't forget about Celebration, the joining special, all this free stuff. Also my host code. So you're actually double dipping this month and next month. $50 gets you a thank you gift from me and a free Celebration item. So that's awesome. Okay. Let me make sure I didn't miss any questions. Okay. Someone said their screen was frozen, or were they saying they were frozen because of the freeze outside? Yes, Renee asked if I fussy cut those flowers. I sure did, Renee. You have to fussy cut this whole card. I'm not mistaken. I don't think they have dies for this Planted Paradise. If I'm wrong, let me know, but I don't remember them being dies for that. Okay. Anyways. Okay. Oh, so what I was saying is if your screen was frozen and not your temperature outside, it's your internet. Okay. That means you don't have enough bandwidth. I know that I'm not freezing over on my side. So if you're getting glitches and stuff like that, sometimes it's just easier to watch on the replay than to watch the live stream, but or take it off of Wi-Fi and put it on data, on the cell phone. But that's all I can tell you. Sorry about that. But you're probably talking about freezing to death in the winter. Katie said, have you mailed the paper share? No, Katie, I'm glad you're back with us, though. I know you've had a not so pleasant vacation, not a vacation in Colorado. Are you home with your the situation with your brother? Anyways, I have not. They are cut up. They are packaged, but there was no mail that went out today because today is MLK Day. So they'll go out in the mail tomorrow, Katie. Thanks for asking. Okay, and she is still in Colorado. All right, well, say hello to your family for them, and we are praying for you and all of them during this time. Okay, love you guys. We will see you Wednesday morning for the card challenge. So don't forget to enter your card into the card challenge over on the Facebook page, Creating with Kristina, and we will see you then. Bye-bye, you guys.